FCS parents, another Thursday Thoughts. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but tomorrow is the end of the first quarter. I know the school year is going by very quickly. It seems like I say that every single week, but it is. It's going by very quickly. A quarter of the year has already passed us by. And so with this end of the first quarter, there's a lot of things going on. Primarily on the teacher side as we're compiling grades and getting things ready for report cards. At the end of this week and next week, that's primarily what's going to be going on, getting report cards ready from teachers. And there's going to be also a lot of evaluation going on. Obviously, the end of the first quarter, it's a natural place to kind of evaluate how the school year has gone thus far. So I encourage my students in class all the time as we get to this first quarter mark, as they see their first quarter grades, they should definitely be looking at those and evaluate, is this a true reflection of what I've learned over the first quarter? Or is this more of a reflection of how much work I've put in, and maybe I've not put in enough work? So that's something I want the students to really evaluate at this quarter mark. Now, obviously, throughout the school year, the way our systems are set up, we're actually evaluating as teachers. We're evaluating the students throughout the year. We don't have to wait for the first quarter to see how a student is doing. We are constantly, every single day, viewing how they're doing on their lessons, quiz, tests, projects, essays, labs. We're constantly evaluating where the students are at. So for teachers, it's kind of less of a marker because we're kind of looking at that throughout the year. But it is a time for teachers to kind of reevaluate. I stressed to the teachers this week that I want them to kind of take a look at all the data for this first quarter as this first quarter ends, and kind of take a look at, is this an accurate reflection of what these students actually know? And if it's not, how can we as teachers adjust the way that we teach so that we can get these students to a place where they really need to be? So I'm not only asking the students to evaluate themselves, I'm also asking the teachers to evaluate themselves, their teaching style, their teaching methods, and adjust throughout the school year to where the students are at. Because really, as teachers, we don't want the students to adjust to us. We need to be able to adjust to the students so they can learn in the best way possible for them as an individual. In addition, I also want to encourage you as parents to take this time to evaluate where you're at, how you've supported your child moving forward in education, and maybe make adjustments in the way that your schedule works, or the time that you're spending with your child, your student, or how much help you're giving them in homework, things like that. I think all of us, parents, teachers, students, we can all do a great job at this natural kind of marker in the year and look back and say, okay, what have I been doing and what can I do better to help these students learn even more? So I encourage you all to do that. It's going to be an exciting time, I think, for some of these students as they take a look at, even as I'm doing grades now, I think some of these students might be a little surprised at their grades. I think that some of them are doing a little bit better than they expected, and some of them may be doing a little worse than they expected. And so again, as they kind of really evaluate the first quarter, this will be an exciting time to see where they go from here throughout the rest of the school year. Now, parent-teacher conferences are coming up in 2 weeks from today, November 5th, our parent-teacher conferences. This Sunday, in our weekly email, there will be links for the elementary classes. And that's because for the elementary classes, we want you to sign up with Sign Up Genius for a specific time that you're going to come in for your parent-teacher conference. Obviously, on the elementary side, there's a teacher teaching all the subjects to a student, so there needs to be a little bit more time between the parents and the teacher in that conference. So we want to make sure we have specific times for you elementary parents going into that Thursday night. So make sure you sign up on Sign Up Genius. Again, the links will be in the email that goes out on Sunday. For the 7th through 12th grade students, it's simply drop in parent-teacher conferences. So throughout that time span on that Thursday night, come in at any time. You'll actually go to the office first to get the report card, and then start heading to the classrooms to meet all the teachers. On the 7th grade through 12th grade side, you've got 4 different teachers to meet. So we try to keep those meetings fairly short. We want to keep them around 5 minutes long or so. This is simply an opportunity to kind of talk to the teacher a little bit, evaluate, maybe get some feedback from the teacher about how the student is doing in the classroom. And then if you need more time with that teacher, that's a great time to schedule a separate meeting where you can come and meet for a much longer meeting with that teacher. But parent-teacher conference night is the night to get the first quarter report cards, and then also have a quick meeting with the teacher, kind of get a quick evaluation of where the student is at. All right, we've got some things coming up very quickly throughout the school year. You'll be hearing more about it on Thursday Thoughts and in emails and our interactions with you guys. I'm looking forward to the next several quarters of the year as we go have 75% of the year left, and I'm looking forward to see what God is going to do with us as a school in overall, but also specifically with us as teachers and as students as well. All right, hope you guys have a fantastic week. God bless.